Will you get married this year? So in next 1 year, from whenever you're watching, count 12 next months, and let's check if you'll be able to get married in the next 1 year. Before I give you the tarot reading, I just want to give my logical, rational input or approach to creating this desire into reality. Because if you have the desire to get married in the next 12 months, right? So the most logical way, obvious way, and guaranteed successful way is to reverse engineer the desire itself. Like if you have the desire to get married in next 12 months, the easiest way is to start reverse engineering by asking self inquiry questions, which is also called as self awareness, observation, and being honest, brutally honest with yourself. So if you want to be married in next 12 months, do I have those qualities of being married in next 12 months? Are my habits, behavior matching to the person who is about to get married? Easiest way to find is take someone who is already married recently or who is going to get married, make list of all the qualities that they have in them, or the actions that they took, the habits that they created, or behaviors that they exhibited before they got married or during that uh, period of courtship or meeting, getting different proposals or alliances for the marriage. Just make note of all those things and then see if all those habits and traits are present within you. It's the easiest way to imbibe the qualities of someone who has already done that thing, right? Not from someone who has failed. Someone who has failed can teach you what mistakes to avoid, but someone who has been successful can indirectly teach you or directly teach you what all qualities you need to cultivate, what all habits you need to cultivate, what all actions you need to take, uh, and what should be your perspective, the way you look at the world, what's your worldview, and the way you describe your life and the life events. That also plays a very important role, and that kind of decides the ultimate outcome. So why do you even have to wait for 12 months? It can happen in 6 months as well, as long as you are that person, when it comes to quality, where people really like you, they want to marry you, and then mutually you find someone who is mutually interested to be with you, and then you get married. That's like the obvious pathway, but people don't like this path of self introspection and taking the accountability and responsibility of their own actions, and they think that astrology is an easier way out. But let me tell you, the thing that I described right now is a more powerful way, which ends up ruling over the astrology as well. So astrological readings, if they're negative, and for example I say that no, you're not getting married this year as an astrologer, but then you change yourself in such a way that you can end up being married in next 6 months, you can change the astrology. So astrology can be used as just tool of guidance or to examine where you are going wrong and where you can improve and correct your mistakes. But usually people use it for timelines. When will I get married? When will I get the job? When? That's like the constant question that I keep getting. And marriage is of course a hot topic in the world, especially in India. It's a very, like, it's purpose of life. People feel like they're born so that they can be married one day. And marriage industry is the biggest in this country, where people don't have much money, but marriage industry is biggest and people have lots of gold. So The self-observation way, the awareness way, self-inquiry, taking accountability, taking responsibility, and becoming that person, and constantly being in that improvement process is the easiest way. It's called, in other languages, it's called as law of attraction or manifestation, but I don't use that word anymore because um, law of attraction has ended up becoming about fake optimism or being delusional. I feel little unsafe or stupid to be delusional because I have to be in touch with the reality of what's going on. And then from once I acknowledge that, okay, this is what is going on, and hey, I can change because it's in my power to change the circumstances. Let me just um, change my behavior or imbibe those qualities in me so that I can change the circumstances. That's more powerful. And then gratitude practices can be done just to get out of that negative loop, because that negative loop keeps you stuck, and then you become incapable of taking any productive action towards your goal. So for example, if I want to lose weight and I'm stuck in the negative loop of how unhealthy I am, so it helps to shift my focus from complaining to gratitude that, okay, I still have all my organs in the place, thank you. I still have I'm still able to get up, I'm still able to move around, thank you. So many things to thank about your body. Now you get little, now you're able to get out of that negative loop and do something productive, because being stuck in the negative thinking is not going to help you anyway. So that's how you get the results. And now finally, the tarot reading that I promised. So most of the people must be still watching this video, because in the end I was going to take tarot reading. Yes, it looks like an arranged marriage for you in next 1 year, 12 months from whichever time you're watching. It's a timeless reading. This is Hierophant card, so basically it will be arranged by the families. You're going to get the arranged marriage proposal, and your in-laws could be from a traditional background or traditional setup or traditional thought process. They must be believers of religion. Yeah, that's what this Hierophant card says. And in next 5 weeks, I see you coming across the person. In next 5 months, the marriage should be fixed according to this Hierophant card. So traditional values will be there in the family of the person that you get married to. Educated person, intelligent, solution oriented. People will look up to their family or your partner as mentor. And this actually, Hierophant card is actually the card of marriage and commitment. It's mentioned on this card. So, but yeah, religious beliefs will be there, and they would believe into knowledge sharing, but they will also have certain ego, and they could also be believers of gender roles, like this gender needs to do this, this gender needs to do that. And yeah, so that's what from just one card I could see. But this is like a very typical marriage card, okay, because marriage is based around gender discrimination. Okay, that's the basis of marriage. And yeah, this is like marriage card. And let me just see another card if there is some more information to this which we can get. I got one comment yesterday that the comment said negative people. Like, why? Because I'm like, whatever I see, I'm able to whatever I see in the cards, I'm telling you honestly. So that makes me negative. So what is the definition of positive according to you? Like being delusional or just constantly giving the positivity and hope, fake optimism, fake hope? Like what? Okay, most of you, I feel, must have given up on the idea of marriage till now, and you were leading a life of a hermit, solitude, and you just felt like this is going to be my life. I don't see any possibility for marriage. But after you let go, after you gave up, suddenly the universe is trying to present this opportunity to you. And the sun card, it's a very positive card. See, right now we were talking about positivity, and people in comments are demanding positivity. So we have a positive card here. Uh, Work will be done fastly. It also shows that even after getting married, immediately you can plan for the child. You can see the child, right, sitting here. This card also means positivity, early success. So quick success you'll be able to see. Material happiness is there because obviously the person and the family looks like to be very educated. So materialistically also they will be wealthy. What else? The sun card is also for pregnancy. It's mentioned here. So that's why I mentioned that child can immediately be planned. The direction that you should search for the partner is northeast. On this card also the direction is northeast. This is north and this is east. So northeast is very common. And I told you, right, in 5 months and 5 weeks. In these two cards, number 5 is there. So even the readings are so well aligned. And I said in next 5 weeks you should meet them. In next 11 days also, I think you should be able to connect and start talking with someone. That's what the sun card says. Now let's see what problems will be there in this marriage. I think sun card also means that you may find your partner sometimes immature. There will be judgment from your end that goes and that says that okay, this person is quite immature and their reactions are quite instant and immediate. um, they don't have good self control when it comes to emotions, or they are not able to realize that I don't need to react through emotions. So that may happen sometimes. That's the only issue that I see in the marriage, which is not a big deal, I guess. It's a very common thing which can be handled. And while we were talking about the wealth that this family can have, again another wealth card I just saw here. 10 of Pentacles means seems like they're going to have some generational wealth also, like legacy and that is passed off. That's why they are traditional people also. They have a pattern that they follow in their family. And of course, since they are wealthy and well to do, they are going to have plenty options in their life. Are they going to be loyal? That would be next obvious question that you guys have. Let me just check. Yeah, they are very much loyal and possessive and very much committed to making more and more money. That's the kind of family that I see. They are possessive. So still, let me just draw another card for loyalty. Yeah, I'm not getting any cheating cards or disloyalty cards. So this is like the entire reading. Again, 8 of Wands means I see the speed really good with the results. This is 8 weeks, so 5 to 8 weeks again for you to meet the person. And 11 was another number that I got. So lots of Pentacles card also, which denotes the wealthy status of them. And see, 6 of Wands, which means right, like when the person sits on the horse and comes towards you, it's like the Prince Charming coming towards you. Or even if you're a man watching this reading, it's applicable to you. So it's victory, success, celebration, recognition, and crowd. This is like the typical card for marriage. Actually, this describes the scenario of marriage. Someone riding the horse and coming towards you, and the bride or the groom is dressed up. So that's the reading for you. Hopefully you resonated, right? Guidance is not taking any action and being still is not going to help. You need to start becoming that person, include those qualities, assess why, if you have been trying since long for the marriage, why no one is matching up with you, what's wrong on your side. It's very important to assess the mistakes, no matter um, how much it challenges your ego. Or right now also you must be little uncomfortable listening to this guidance, but that's what universe also says. Not taking any action towards your self improvement, or like I described in the beginning of this video, if you don't follow that process, then it this entire thing becomes really useless, right? So hopefully you guys take the right action, and that's all from my side. Let me know in the comments if this reading resonated. Thank you so much.